currently April 8th of 2026. I wanted to take a little moment to do some self-reflection on what's happened over the course of the past week. I ended up hitting 5 consecutive profitable days, which means I hit it 5 days in a row of $100+ I ended up netting $712 on my 25K Lucid Flex account. And what I thought that meant is that I'd be able to take a payout. I thought I'd be able to take $375 or $350 actually, rather, from Lucid for the payout. But after doing some extensive research and reading the fine print, I realized I needed to make 1,000 so I could take away 500. And that kind of messed with my head because a couple days ago I thought I had secured my second payout. You know, I was super happy with the way I was doing everything. I was following my rules. I was sticking to my proper lot sizes, and I just wasn't over trading. But come yesterday, I ended up just overdoing it. I took one loss, and that one loss spiraled into about 6 in one day, which I have not done in quite a bit of time. And that ended up blowing my account. And I can't blame anyone but myself here. It was my fault completely for oversizing. The money got to my head. I thought because I, basically made the payout or whatever, I got the 5 consecutive days that like I would have easily got it on the last day. And I just, like I said, I went way too heavy into some positions, and I ended up really hurting myself, and it blew the account. And it feels bad saying that because I was doing so good, but I need to be honest, I need to be transparent, and that's what I'm doing right now with myself and with you guys. So, come today, I ended up going onto my Top Step account that renewed about a week ago that I've just been using for my indicator volume profile, and I ended up blowing that account today. I lost $2,000 in eval money, which isn't anything but $50 actual cash, but it just goes to show that my emotions got way out of hand and I did not control them whatsoever, and that is not substantial for long-term success when it comes to trading. So with that being said, I really need to focus on keeping my emotions in check when I'm entering. I need to make sure I show up every day diligently and, like I said, not let my emotions decide my trades, rather conviction and knowing when to enter, when to get out, and when to hold. Because there have been a few instances where I've exited because I was up 120, 150, and it's like, okay, I made my money for the day, great. Which, in some instances, yes, that's a good idea, especially when you need winning days. But when you haven't built a buffer, I'm kind of realizing this, I'm not building myself enough of a buffer to basically grow my income. I'm just trying to hit the bare minimum, which isn't a bad thing, but in my scenario, that's not substantial. I can't just hit the bare minimum. I can't spend 2 weeks on an account just to make $300. Like, that's not substantial long term, especially if I want to quit my job and be where I want to be in life. Excuse me. So this was a true testament of my willpower, and I failed. And I just need to be honest with myself and accept that what I did was incorrect and not do what I did again. So what I'm going to do, I already purchased a $80 Lucid Pro account. That way I can pass in one day. I know it's probably not the best idea, but at the end of the day, I know I can take good trades and I know I can make money. And what I'm gonna do with this Pro account is either pass or fail, right? Easier said than done. I mean, it's pretty basic, pretty simple, but this is going to be a true testament of, if I take a loss, am I gonna walk away, or am I just going to blow the account in one day? And I really hope I don't do that, but it is completely possible. Tomorrow CPI comes out and we're gonna see what happens. I'm definitely gonna wait a good 10 minutes for the market to kind of settle, because it comes out right at open at 6:30, and I just don't want to be caught up in up and down crazy wicks. And fingers crossed our boy Trump, that fool, doesn't speak, because man, whenever he does, the markets like to go. So yeah, again, just a little self-reflection video. As far as my advice goes, I'm still pretty clean on it, but I was talking to some lady today at work, which is one of the people I see every Thursday, and I always have a good 10, 15, 20-minute conversation. Today we talked for like a good 30, 35 minutes, and I was honest about what I did, and she told me it's fine, you know, it happens, I'm learning. And she also told me that it might be better for me to get off of the nicotine as opposed to getting off of the Mary Jane, because the nicotine that I do is very addictive, and I've already been able to quit the weed. So what I might do is switch back to it in order to get off nicotine, and then once I'm off nicotine for a couple of weeks, then I'm gonna see how I'm feeling, and then maybe we get off of weed too, because ultimately I don't want to depend on anything. I want to be able to just live as myself, how I was meant to live, be who I'm supposed to be, and I feel like these substances just kind of hinder that. I don't want to fall back into weed addiction again, because that was a very dark period of my life, and I've seen so much progress getting out of it, and it sucks because everyone I talk to about it asks me why I quit, and it's like, you guys just wouldn't understand, you're not me. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have. I haven't been, actually, let me follow up, I haven't gone to the gym like at all lately. Very bad. I'm very disappointed with myself. I really want to start this weekend, but I'm supposed to go to California, Antioch, to see my girlfriend's abuelita. So maybe I can just get a good run in the morning when I'm there. Maybe get, you know, some push-ups in and some some sit-ups, just something basic, you know, something without weights. But yeah, overall, it's just been up and down. I haven't been super consistent, but that's life, you know, and work's been kicking my ass lately, and I just want to, like, just give people an idea of what a lot of people go through. I'm sure a lot of people are going through what I'm going through right now. It may not be entirely identical, of course, but I know there's people out there in a similar situation to I, and I just want to show that even though we're going through these hardships, we can get past it and we can get where we want to be. We don't have to work our 9-to-5 jobs forever. We can walk away from them at some point, whether that be this year, whether that be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. We can do it. We're still young. We have a lot of time to work on ourselves and get better and truly understand who we are. And when we have the time, not focusing on working for someone else, trying to please someone else, I feel like we can do a lot better with our time than we do right now. We can improve people's lives. We can change a lot. And I want to be an example of that. That's why I'm documenting all of this. So that'll be it for this video. I really hope you guys like this. Not getting too many views yet, which kind of sucks, but granted, I've only posted like 5 times. So I'm just going to keep rolling these out, and I might even just start posting to TikTok and Instagram, just get over my fear of being on social media. So that's that. Matt Ottomeyer, signing out. Peace.